In a vibrant green meadow, kissed by the salty spray of the ocean, stood the most magnificent coconut tree you ever did see. It wasn't just tall, it was gigantic, its leafy top almost tickling the fluffy white clouds that drifted lazily by. At the very bottom of this colossal tree, nestled amongst fragrant wildflowers, lived all the tiny, cheerful letters of the alphabet in their very own colorful alphabet house. Each little letter, from the bubbly A to the zippy Z, had its own cozy bed and a little window to peek out at the world. One brilliant sunny morning, little A, who was always bubbling with energy and had a mischievous twinkle in his eye, felt a curious tickle in his tummy. He gazed up at the towering trunk of the coconut tree, its brown bark reaching like an ancient ladder to the sky. "I wonder," he whispered to little B, who was diligently polishing his little loop, "what it feels like up there, at the very tippy top of that coconut tree? Do the clouds feel like cotton candy? Can you see all the way to the end of the world?" Little B, who loved an adventure almost as much as he loved a good giggle, wiggled his little loop with excitement. "Let's find out," he chirped, already bouncing on his tiny letter feet. And so, with a shared glance of pure daring, little A and little B took a deep breath, puffed out their chests, and started to climb. Up they went, past the first big brown root that looked like a sleeping giant. Past the shiny green leaves of the lower branches, higher and higher, their little whispers of "we're going up" carried on the gentle breeze. When they were halfway up, clinging to a particularly sturdy branch, little C saw them. Her curvy shape bounced with excitement as she called out, "Hey! Wait for me! That looks like so much fun!" And D, who loved to dance, and E, who was always eager, and F, who loved to flit, saw them too. Soon, the news spread like wildfire through the alphabet house. Every single one of the little lowercase letters scrambled out, their eyes wide with wonder and their little letter hearts pounding with adventure. "I'm going to be the very first one to the top," shouted little G, already halfway up the trunk, his round belly shaking with effort and glee. "Are we there yet?" wondered Q, dangling upside down by her tail, looking at the world from a completely new perspective. Finally, just as X, Y, and Z were making their very last, triumphant climb, they all reached the tippy top. They cheered and giggled, a chorus of happy little letter sounds, looking out over the whole wide world. Down tumbled all the little letters. Not in a painful crash, but in a funny, bubbly, giggling pile at the very bottom of the tree. A fell on B, B fell on C, and C tumbled right into D. "A," shouted Big A, his voice deep and mumbling with concern, "is little A okay?" "B," called Big B, his large loop anxious, looking for little B amidst the pile. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.